All right, is there a gun? Is there a gun in this chest? Oh, we actually got it. Oh my god, there it is, bro. What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another War Within video. Hope you're all doing very well. I wanted to talk about this crazy upgrade that I got on my weapon and how it has like massively improved my Marksman Hunter damage. I'm going to show you footage in 2 seconds. But if you're playing Marksman Hunter this season, you need to go get this gun. Unless you're crafting one, I could have went and crafted one. I crafted other pieces of gear before the like exploit thing happened, and then Blizzard decided to give us all an extra spark this week. It doesn't matter. You should probably craft a weapon. If you're not going to, though, this weapon is insane. It is very, very good. Yo, guys, the gnome would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe on the video. All right, thanks, bye. Okay, this is from Floodgate. So Operation Floodgate has it. Go get it right now. It's the best gun you can get from content that you want to do in the game besides crafting your own weapon. I crafted like this piece over here and my necklace because I was missing really important stats. So that's why I crafted those pieces. I'm at 652 now. I'm a Marksman Hunter. I'm doing a crazy amount of damage. And I want to talk about the importance of Bulletstorm really quickly. There's a couple things I want to highlight here. I'm going to link my build down below. My build uses volley. Most builds do not. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to be talking to you from the perspective of somebody who's using volley and how to play around that. I'm going to explain that a little bit more in this. I explained it in the last video, but I'm going to touch on it again here. What I really want to highlight is Bulletstorm. This is probably the most important fundamental mechanic that you have to play around as a Marksman Hunter, okay? Both in single target and AoE. Now, understanding how Bulletstorm works is really important. I have a weak aura that I just made that's going to track Bulletstorm for you. So if you hit rapid fire, there is a box that shows up that tells you how long Bulletstorm is going for and how many stacks you have. So I have 10 stacks of Bulletstorm, and it's going to be up for 5 more seconds. What does Bulletstorm do? It buffs your aim shot, right? This is a buff you need to have up almost all the time. You need to have about like 90% uptime on this or higher in order to do massive amounts of damage, both in single target and in AoE, okay? Now, rapid fire, when you take incendiary ammunition, it means Bulletstorm can stack up to 20 times instead of 15 times. If you're on 3 target cleave or higher, you will always get 20 stacks of Bulletstorm with 1 rapid fire. Assuming you've obviously got trick shots. You have to have trick shots up, then press rapid fire. It's going to bounce around. It's going to give you 20 stacks, right? So I run up here, I hit multi-shot, rapid fire, and I have 20 stacks of Bulletstorm, okay? Now my aim shots are all doing really, really big damage, right? That's what that does. And you want to keep this buff. And then if I hit rapid fire again, it refreshes the entire buff. Back up to 20 again, and then boom, I'm hitting these aim shots for big damage. That's how it works, okay? On, again, 3 target cleave, you're good. On 2 target cleave, you're not, of course, because there's only 2 targets. But if you volley in a 2 target cleave or a single target situation, if you volley into rapid fire, you're going to get the double tap buff with my build. And it's going to send additional rapid fire bullets, which will get you more Bulletstorm procs, right? So if I hit rapid fire on a single target, I get 10 stacks instead of 20. Only 10, right? Instead of 20. Important. Now, if I volley my rapid fire, I will get 17 stacks in a single target situation. Let me just break combat here. So if I walk up here and I hit volley into rapid fire on a single target, I'm going to get 17 stats because it fires more bullets. That is critical. That means that your aim shot is doing 34% increased damage and 34% more crit damage instead of 20 and 20. So I explained this in the other video, but I just wanted you to see the weak aura that I have now. If you want the weak aura, it's down below and it'll show you when you have the window up for. And it's really important when you're fighting that you understand how, like, to keep the window open for as long as possible. You must keep the window open. So in an AoE situation, I'm going to go explosive shot. I'll go true shot, rapid fire, and then we'll go into our true shot. And now I'm just blasting away with my aim shot. I can actually even go with a volley into an aim shot, which is really good. And then I can do a rapid fire, and I'm back up to 20 stacks again. Okay. and then we're just keeping the buff going. In AoE, just keep the buff going as long as you possibly can, okay? Don't press rapid fire quite yet because it's not over. In the last couple seconds, now I can press rapid fire, refresh my buff, and I keep going. You just keep this weak aura on the left side of your screen. You keep it up as long as you possibly can so that you have maximum aim shot damage. Got it? That's how that works, okay? In single target, it's a little trickier because, again, in single target, you want to press like volley into rapid fire or true shot into rapid fire. Both of those buttons, volley and true shot, will give you the double tap buff, which will then give you 17 stacks on your rapid fire, and you want to keep that going as much as possible. Once you're done with volley and true shot, you just want to make sure you're rapid firing to maintain the Bulletstorm buff, okay? Really, really fundamental to your damage, and I'm sorry I've talked about it forever, but there's timestamps in the video. You can just skip ahead if you want to. Now, let's look at the damage that I'm doing now that I have gotten a weapon. I finally got this weapon that is going to give me massive amounts of damage, and we're doing a plus 10 meteor here. So again, I don't have my weak aura yet. I actually just made it today for this video, so I don't have it on screen yet, so you're not going to see it. But we get up to about 11 million damage here a couple of times, and I think I actually could have done it even better. I have to work on my rotation still. I'm working on it. But we maintained like 10 million. I'm at 12 million right there, fighting with the Shadow Priest to stay up there. We're ahead of the Ret Pally right now. I mean, our damage is absolutely insane with this weapon, and obviously the AoE in Cinderbrew Meadery is really high, which is great, but I'm just really happy that I finally got this gun and I'm doing like respectable damage now. The damage on single target is still a bit of a struggle. You're never going to do as much damage as some of the other specs in the game when it comes to single target. That is just the hard truth of it. I wish that wasn't the case, but it just kind of is. But you can make up for it on these AoE packs, and you will do insane amounts of damage on AoE, and it's just a lot of fun. Like, I really think that double tap and volley is the way to go. If you're just like planning on doing plus 10 keys, let's say, on your marksman hunter, and you're not going to go any higher, just run this build. It is so much fun. I'm telling you right now, it is so much fun, and it does a lot of damage. Okay, it actually does an enormous amount of damage. So yeah, really enjoying this build. Again, on single target, we'll get to single target here. On single target, your damage will be lower for sure. There's just no way to get around that. The only way to kind of make it a little bit better is to try and like true shot into rapid fire. And you're going to see I'm going to do that right here. So I'm going to press true shot into rapid fire. And you're going to see my stacks in the top right corner are 17. I have 17 Bulletstorm stacks. Then you try to get as many aim shots into that window as you can before you press volley. Now I'm going to go another aim shot here, another aim shot, and then I'm going to go volley into rapid fire. Here we go. Oh, I just rapid fired. Yeah, I messed that up. So yeah, that's a mistake. I should have volleyed into rapid fire to get 17 stacks. I didn't do that. So again, mistakes were made. You can see even I'm making mistakes here, and that's something that I'm just working on. It's hard in the heat of the moment to actually do it correctly, but I'll get there. And you should always volley into rapid fire on single target to get those extra stacks. And you can see our damage is significantly lower. No, well, not. Yeah, it's lower. It's lower than the priest. It's lower than the pally for sure. We're gonna catch up in a second here. It really just depends on the tier set procs that you end up getting. That is really going to carry your damage, and whether or not you're doing volley into rapid fire, which I've messed up twice now. So not good. I am catching up to the pally here, and then we're not too far behind the priest there. Like, you know, our damage is not great, and it will get better. I'm only 651 item level. Just keep that in mind. But the reality is, the damage should be higher for sure. By the end of the fight, I end up getting stunned by a tornado like an idiot, and we end up getting what, 841. So not very good. That fight doesn't have really high numbers because you have those intermissions, but again, you'll see immediately that we can make up for that lack of damage by our AoE damage being really, really high. We're already doing 7 million damage. I just want to show you how much damage these procs actually do. I have a tier set proc, a lock and load proc, which gives me an explosive shot. It does 4 times the normal damage. So right here, I'm going to fire my aim shot after my rapid fire. I'm going to fire it. I'm going to do this into this right here. It goes. So I'm doing 11 million total damage. My aim shot goes out and I'm doing 46 million total damage. So that did 35 million damage. One aim shot that bounced around with the lock and load proc on it did 40, like, it's just insane how much damage. I got another proc here. We're up to almost 8 million DPS. Very, very good. This is where you make up for the fact that your single target damage is kind of dog water. It's just, you know, just trust that you're going to be able to do it here. Now, in AoE, we don't need to volley into rapid fire, right? Again, because rapid fire in an AoE pack, if you have enough mobs, at least 3 or more mobs, you'll get 20 stacks of Bulletstorm every time. So just remember, you can volley into your aim shot if you want to. Another proc there. We're almost at 6 million again. I mean, it's just crazy. So watch this. I'm going to go true shot rapid fire. Watch the damage here. You guys feel me? True shot, rapid fire. Well. And then pause for a second. What's our damage at? Right now, we're doing 317 million, 320 million. Watch this. 330 million up to 375 million. Right, those procs, those lock and load procs, they're doing 35 to 45 million damage per hit because we have our trick shot up as well. And again, it keeps our damage very, very high. I will say this, Marksman Hunter, unfortunately, is reliant on those procs happening. It just is. Your damage will be really bad until you get the 4-piece bonus. And they need to fix that. That's a design flaw, but that is just the truth. Our damage is fantastic once we have it, but it's not great until you have it. One other thing with these procs, remember, the lock and load procs are going to fire an explosive shot. That explosive shot has a small radius, right? Explosive shot does not hit that large of an area. In fact, we can see it does damage in 8 yards, within 8 yards. So sometimes the tank will be stacking up the enemies and you have a lock and load proc ready to go. You can see my aim shot is lit up here. I'm waiting for everything to get in there so that I can guarantee that when I fire my aim shot, it's going to hit in that 8-yard radius and actually do damage. And you can see I'm doing 19 million damage right now. I fire my aim shot, I'm doing 60 million damage. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy how much damage it does and how much it will save you. But you need to min-max it, okay? Sometimes you're going to get a proc and you need to wait before you use it so that the mobs can get all stacked up together so that you can then launch it and do maximum damage. If you don't wait, you're only going to hit 3 out of the 8 mobs or something that you could have hit, and you're going to lose a tremendous amount of damage. So maximize your uptime and the value of your procs on your aim shot when you get them, those lock and load procs. And again, if you're struggling to even get lock and load procs, I would highly encourage you to invest in a little bit more haste. You can see my stats at the bottom of your screen. I've got about 24% haste almost. That is, I think that's a pretty good number. I don't know if you want to go much more than that. Crit is, of course, our best stat because we have the penetrating shots node that gives us crit damage based on our crit chance. So you want to stack as much crit as humanly possible. I have 48% crit almost on this build right now. So it's up to you. I think you should get 23 to 25% haste if possible, because it's just going to proc your lock and load more often. Okay, more often, which is really, really good. Also, make sure you do not ruin your channels of rapid fire. You need to fully channel your rapid fires. Very important. When you finish fully channeling your rapid fire, your auto shot speed goes down by 1 second per auto, which is, so every auto is happening 1 second faster, which is really, really good. And then there's other ways to reduce it as well. The point is, the quicker your auto shots are going off, the more lock and load procs you're going to get, the more tier set procs you're going to get, the more damage you're going to do. That is just fundamental to how this works. So that's it for Hunter. I just wanted to do another video showing the damage once I got my weapon. You can see overall right now I'm doing 3.64 million damage. I think by the end of the dungeon, there's 3.57 million. By the end of the dungeon, it goes down a little bit. We're at 3 million. So we cleared over 3 million. I'm only 651 eye level. Do I look at my numbers here? I'm not even sure if I do. Sorry. Let's see if I look at them here. Yeah, over 3 million damage, and that's what your DPS breakdown will look like. Aim shot, explosive shot, and then sentinel. Again, aim shot is really the king here. Rapid fire is just used to set up that bullet storm and to set up the rest of your damage so that aim shot can really shine. So yeah, 650, 652 now, sorry. I do have 4-piece, and I just got this weapon. If you don't have this weapon yet, go get it. This is the build that I'm running. I will link it down below. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think Marksman Hunter is actually a lot better than people think it is. If you can kind of learn to min-max the volley and min-max the tier set proc that you get, you will do tremendous amounts of damage. All right, thank you guys for watching. Put your questions down below. Ask me anything you want to ask me, and I'm gonna keep pushing keys as hard as I can. And my rating is at 2419 now. We're getting up there. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. I'll see you in the next one.